Hey guys, yeah, so you might have seen on Discord that the next car track combination is the Mazda MX5 at Okayama full course, and I figured I would just make a quick track guide, like I've done before. I'm not the best at this track car combination, I really aren't, but um, as a beginner, you should at least, hopefully, be able to get something out of it. Yeah, so let's try and go through it. Um, I have over here, I have my inputs, so you can see my clutch, my throttle, and my brake. Down here, I'm gonna put the reference, so sector 1, and then we have sector 2 down here, I don't know why, and then sector 3 and sector 4, and the overall stuff. And you should be able to follow that in real time if I'm doing better or worse, because I am not super consistent around here. Right, start with T1. T1, I brake where these skid marks begin. These are always there. So I start braking around here, start aiming for the corner here, keep it in, don't go further down the second gear, and then get on the gas as early as possible. You always, especially on this track, want to get on the gas as early as possible. Now I like to keep it in second here, but you can go to third. I'm actually not quite sure what's the fastest, but what happens, at least for me most of the time, is when I'm in second, when I hit the rev limiter, it's time to turn in. So so you turn in here, try and late apex this a little bit. You really get to practice your tail braking through that corner. It's so easy to spin it on the brakes. Yeah, and then you just gun it, obviously. And this corner I haven't really found a perfect braking marker yet, but so basically I'm looking at the fence out here, and I like to brake around here. So you have the 50 here, and I go one, so I count these pillars here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I'm at the fifth one here, that's when I start braking. When that disappears behind my A pillar, that's my braking marker. Right. Brake, 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 brake. Second gear. Keep it as tight as you can around here. If you drift out, you will lose like 3/10 easily, and you won't gain it back going down here. Like it's yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky corner because it falls away from you and then comes back. Here I like to brake at the 100 down to first gear. Keep it snug here, all the way inside. Go on the gas as early as you can. Be careful with the camber because it can spit you out. Here you have to turn in earlier than you think. Cut that. You can run wide here and then do a late turn in here. Get on the gas as early as possible. Be careful you do not hit the grass here, because what's going to happen is going to send you in a beautiful trajectory all the way out and just miss the soft barrier and straight into the concrete. And that's end of race. Right. Okay, brake at the 50, down to first gear, turn in late, hit the apex around here, full throttle it, just mash it, right? Brake here. Sometimes you reach second gear here, or the limiter. You know, yeah. Like, oh yeah. Also, I like to keep it snug here. Some people like to run it wide and then cut back in. I just keep it snug, brake a little bit extra. Round here, when you see the end of the curb. So when you see the end of the curb on the inside, here you can already full throttle it. This one is tricky, the next one coming up, because you have to turn in before you can see the corner. So you start turning in here, and that's where and then you see the apex a little bit later. And if you do that right, you can keep it, you know, smashed here. You can keep it wide open. Here, late apex, get on the corner, on the gas as quickly as possible. All right, let's try. I'm gonna do 2 laps, and then I'm gonna upload this. If I think of anything, I'll say it. Otherwise, I'll be as quiet as possible. It's not easy for me to keep quiet. Oh, I did get the Delta Bow on. Missed the gear there. See, that was actually a little bit too early a break then. Alright, getting down here to the 100. Brake, aim for the inside curb. Be careful there though, because you might have a car on your inside. Turn in way earlier than I want. And then, and the reason why you have to turn in that early there is because it's actually dropping down quite a bit. It's downhill. See, I had to lift there because I went on the gas too early, and that killed my speed out and set me up to be a victim here for this corner. See how early I can get on the throttle there, and I'm just mashing it, like no modulation at all, just full on. Trail braking. Not the best exit. As you can see, I'm losing like 500s before, yeah, 6 before the start finish line. Right, one more time. Laid on the gas. See how that killed me? Hit the... once again on the limiter. Stupid. Okay, so I went with the... a little bit too early. I went to the... with the 4th pillar this time. That worked a bit better. Roughly about there. I'm actually not counting them. I'm just, you know, saying roughly how far it is to the 50. I'm not sitting there trying to spot the actual pillar or post. Pillar might be a big word for that. Little metal post. Oh, I always do that. That's one of my biggest mistakes. I turn in way too late there. Always. There you go. It's a little bit better. Still not brilliant. Still a lot of time in it for me. There you go. Oh no. Oh no. That was horrible. Well, anyway, I think you get it. You get the general idea of how to ride this track, drive this track now. And yeah, I'll see you on track on Friday, and hope we can have some fun. Good luck, everybody.